What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. Dude, this tree here is so beautiful. Look at those light rays coming through this thing. Sometimes you just gotta take the time to appreciate the little things. So, yeah, we're back on the farm today, and we are gonna be adding another leg to our empire here. So last episode we really focused on the fields. We've got some stuff planted, really hope it works out for us. We'll see what happens. So we've got some canola over here, we've got some wheat in the middle, and then this guy over here we harvested, so we could potentially plant something else here eventually. But I really want to try to get a look at these guys over here. We've got 3 Angus cows, and they came with the farm. We inherited them from Grandpa, and I just feel bad because they're sitting here hungry. Look at this. 50 months old, 0% health, 0% reproduction. If we go outside of the pasture here, you can see we've got 3 animals with no health, no food, no water, 1,191 liters of meadow. Basically, we've got 3 wonderful animals right here, and I love cows, but they're not being taken care of, so that's what we're going to be working on today, and hopefully we can make these guys a little bit happier, and honestly, hopefully, we can make a little bit of money. If we can make them happy, give them everything they need, they're going to start reproducing for us, and obviously animal husbandry can be pretty profitable. So I think there's a there's a livestock place right here. We're going to go over to our animal dealer, and if we take a look at what we've got going on here, the Angus cows, a calf is worth about 300 bucks. At 6 months, they're worth 975. At 18, they're worth 2,325. At least that's what you can buy it for. I don't think they're worth that. But basically, I think the older they are, the more they're going to be worth. Obviously, you can, I don't know if you can turn them into meat. You can milk them. You can do all kinds of stuff. So we're going to see what we can do. I think you can even collect their manure and use that to make fertilizer and all kinds of stuff. So it should be interesting, but we need to make sure that they're happy and healthy. So we're going to go back here, and I guess the first thing is going to be water. So we need some sort of a trailer to be able to carry water, and I'm thinking if we could get a water trailer, a barrel maybe. This carries water, and is that fertilizer down there? Is there any? Oh, one can carry milk too. If we get this lizard, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna buy the lizard Marks 8. Hopefully that's a good idea because we don't really have a lot of money. I mean, this thing is sweet looking though. Hold on. What's the other one? $90,000 for the big boy. Yeah, we aren't going to be able to afford that. So we're gonna purchase this guy here, dude. We're spending a lot of money before we make too much money. I'm hoping we're not making mistakes here. So we need to be able to get water to these guys. We're gonna have to take our tractor. Let's take the yellow one. It's a little better off, I think. This one was over in our other field. I thought we were, we got all the lime taken care of. We need lime over here, and we obviously need to, you know, cultivate it and get it ready and everything like that. So we'll take that on probably in the next episode. I really want to focus on the animals today, and then we haven't had a chance to be able to look at the contracts yet. So I'm hoping, because we've been spending so much money, we could spend a little bit of time actually making some money. Obviously, we need to, you know, wait for our fields to grow, which I did increase. We were on real time. We're up to 2 times speed now. I just feel like time wasn't going by quick enough, but we can also sleep at the house if we need to, if we want to pass time a little bit quicker. Every in-game day is a month is what we have it set to, so we need to pass quite a few months for these crops to start growing here. So let's bring this guy around. Set this up next to all of our other trailers. We've got a bunch of lime in here. I don't know, where's our other lime? We should probably, is this lime over here? I think this is all, yeah, that's all fertilizer there. So we'll go dump our lime somewhere, or maybe we'll just leave it in here. I'm not too worried about it. This guy's straightened out here. We can try to back them in there, just try to keep things at least somewhat organized. Looks good to me. Okay, so let's go get that trailer from town. Don't you worry, guys. I'm gonna get you water. I feel really bad. I mean, these guys have been sitting here thirsty. Apparently, and I guess it's technically only, we're still on the first in-game day, so maybe it hasn't been that long. What I was gonna say, apparently these guys are invincible because they're just chilling, not drinking water, not having any food, and they're still alive. It's crazy because there are so many different things that you can do. Like, obviously there's multiple crops, but there's multiple livestock, there's forestry, there's all kinds of like little arms you can have of your farming empire here. So we need to kind of see what we're the most into. I would think that livestock is probably pretty set and forget. You know, you just make sure they're fed and watered and happy, and nothing else really matters. So I'm hoping we're to be able to set them up and then you know, every few months, few years, whatever it is, we get more and more cattle, and we can end up making more money off of them. We'll see. Oh shoot, I forgot about that. The harvester for our combine, the trailer for it, I reset it back here for some reason. I'm not sure why I clicked that. I didn't realize it was going to reset it all the way back to the shop. I thought it would take it to like our barn or something, but we're going to set this thing up here. Get her close enough. Beautiful. Now I do want to see, I thought I saw, yes. Oh, it's a horse brush. I was going to say, I didn't know if we could get a brush to be able to use for cows. Obviously, horses would be cool eventually. Is there anything else we currently need? We are going to be making a thing to be able to make food for the cows, but I don't even know if we're going to have enough money to be able to do that now that I think about it. Dude, every piece of this equipment is just so freaking expensive. And obviously we don't really have the income coming in right away, so might have to figure out another way to feed these guys, but it's all gonna be okay. I gotta be honest, man, this thing is pretty sleek. I like this trailer, the chrome finish on there. She's just like a big mirror. That is nice. Now, the thing is, we can build a water reservoir on the farm, which we will probably do eventually, but I also wanted to check out, I think you can go to any body of water and pick up water there. So like, can we go to this river down here? How does that work? We're about to find out. If I pull up close to this water, can I just yoink it? I'm not seeing, so okay. I watched a be careful. Oh, we have like a weird trailer. I've never used one of these trailers before. Oh, I don't know if I like that, to be honest. Hold on, we're gonna have to really gingerly back this thing out of here. Don't let her jackknife on you, Trev. Don't let her jackknife on you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Can we just push this thing? Don't tip it. Oh, why does this it's like a loose neck. I don't like that at all. Forward. Up. Forward. Back it up. Okay. I mean, it's good for following you for sure. You can make much tighter turns and corners, but I don't like that for backing up. I don't know how to manage that backing up. All right. We're just going to have to set up a water tank or a water reservoir over on our farm. I think we're going to use it a lot anyway. Don't you worry, guys. Giant drinking fountain coming in here. We're going to take care of business for you. Now you guys are going to be very excited about that, and hopefully we can get the happiness up so you can start getting with some babies. Oh, then we're getting all excited. Dude, cows are like big dogs. Okay, so we need, and again, I'm like, I barely know anything, so I'm just flying by the seat of my pants here, hoping for the best. We need the building. Is it B? No, not what I would have guessed. It's Shift P. All right, we're in the building menu now, so we want sheds, cows, fences, sculpting. Is it going to be in cows? No. Silos, silo extensions, constructibles, containers. Here we go. Okay, is it this? Water tank. Can supply your tank with fresh water. Do we not need like a well or something? Maybe it's just the water tank. Okay, so we're going to build a water tank. Where do we think would make sense to have a water tank? Maybe here, right next to the cows. Have the entrance right towards the front there. Dude, this is sick. So we can completely customize our farm and move things around. All right, so we've got a $3,000 water tank there. We can also get a manure heap extension. Bunker silos. Do we want, it's $25,000. We don't even have that yet. I was going to say, like, I mean, obviously we want to try to use every piece of this cow that we can. And if we can collect their manure and you know, either sell that directly or turn that into other products, that would be great. But we're just not going to be able to do that yet. So let's work on getting the number of cows up, because that's going to get us more manure, and by the time we could afford that, we should be able to make more money off of it. So we're going to pull up next to this thing. We're going to be able to fill up our water. I don't know how much we're going to need here. Probably just start with like 20%. Looks good. And then if we pull up to their little water trough, you can see right there on the ground, we should hopefully, can we put the water in it? How do I get the water in there? Only thing I can think is maybe it's the other side. Ooh, dude, this thing is shining in the sunlight. I love it. All right, so let's pull up maybe the other side. I mean, I don't know why. Did it put water in there? Do they have, maybe it, no, that's, that might be water. Hold on. There it is. Okay, so you just have to have the back side of it towards the trough. So let's see. We had 20% full in our tank. I want to see what that ends up being here. So they've got 2,303 liters of water. I mean, we might as well, should we just do all the water that we possibly can so that we don't have to do this again anytime soon? Let's not cut any corners. Let's just fully finish this thing up. Yeah, I hear you guys. They're moving over there. They're all really excited. Really running around, but walking around, strutting around. Yep, they got some water now. Feel good about that. Dude, this thing's going to be able to hold like 8,000 liters. Hey Siri, how many gallons is 8,000 liters? 2,000 gallons. in this tank. That is absolutely outrageous. I don't know how much our cow pasture is going to be able to hold, but that is ridiculous. So let's get this thing turned around. I guess it is nice that the trailer has that thing because we can make turns like that, but the idea of backing up scares me now. Okay, so let's try to get back in next to the water. How close you have to get it? Oh, there it is. I had to dump water. Okay. We're gonna dump everything we can, get this thing fully loaded up. I would imagine 3 cows aren't gonna be going through 8,000 liters of water anytime soon. The question is, how do we get rid of that extra water? We don't have any milk yet anyway, so it's not a concern for today, but eventually we're gonna wonder how to get rid of all of that extra water. I also don't think we're gonna need to use this thing as much, so I might pull it over here, and we're going to leave it next to the barn. Go ahead and get rid of this thing, unattach from it, and we're good to go. All right, so the cows have water. Cows have water, 6,000 liters. Let's see how their happiness is looking. Are you guys, thinking you're a little more spunky? Health is still not good, but they can do yoga. I would imagine I'd be pretty upset about food. I think food is going to be the biggest thing here. We need to get their food up, and I was planning... Can we just buy food? Pig food, wheat, oat, mineral feed. So there is something, a forage mixer. I wanted to get this guy here, but it's $80,000, so we are not going to be buying that. It blends silage, hay, mineral feed, and straw into total mixed ration that can be fed to cows. So TMR basically supercharges them. It's like really good food for them rather than just giving them... is it hay that they eat, or is it straw? Or can I just give them one thing? It's hay. So TMR is the most effective at 100% productivity. It's going to make them the most happy. Hay is the second best at 80%, and grass is the least productive at only 40%. So obviously they do have some grass in their pen here, but they're going to be very excited to potentially have some hay. So I guess we're going to have to go in. I'm pretty sure we can buy... Actually, this would be the perfect opportunity. We can buy bales. We could buy a bale of hay for $1,500. So that could potentially work for us, but this would be the perfect opportunity for a hay trailer if it's cheap enough. No, hay balers start at $60,000, and the square ones, oh, $22,000. We still can't afford that. Square ones are also pretty expensive as well. Okay, we could have potentially used in the very first episode when we were working with Grandpa and we had that path behind our wheat harvesting. We could have used that, but I guess we're just gonna have to buy some hay. The thing is I don't know how we're gonna get the hay back to the house. I'm gonna purchase probably 2 of these, and then we have so many things that we need to buy just to be able to get around. Can we buy like a little Kubota? A little 850 pickup truck's gonna run us $45,000. This thing is sick. I want the International for sure. What about a forklift? Forklifts are $55,000. Yeah, okay. So we might be making a mistake here, but I guess we're gonna be buying this guy. Do we have anything? I don't think we have anything else. Can we put... we might be able to put hay in that. We should try it. Try to be as responsible as we can with our money here. Obviously, things are a little bit tight at the start, but that's what I love about it. We can take out loans if we need. The thing is we can't do too much all at once. You know what I mean? Like I feel like maybe having a couple fields going and maybe working on these animals and at least getting them happy since they were already here are pretty good goals to start off with. But apart from that, I think we really need to work on bringing up our funds before we get too crazy into other festivities. I think the contracts are going to be a big part of this. So we're going to see if we can pick the hay up in this. And then we're going to work on getting some money in those contracts. For some reason, I feel like this isn't going to work. This isn't really like... It's a specific type of trailer meant for like grain and lifting and dropping stuff out of it and stuff like that. I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to find out. I'm really going to hope for the best. These cows are hungry, and we want to make sure we're getting them that food. Possibly we might... Can we even pick these up? Oh, I can't even pick that up. Okay. We've messed up here. Dude, it's 465 kilograms. I need that in freedom units. Hey, Siri, how many pounds is 465 kilograms? 1,000-pound brick of hay. We're genuinely going to need a forklift. I don't know what we're going to do. City boy in Harriet's farm thinks he can just order bales of hay and carry them home in his makeshift tractor trailer. No, not gonna happen. It's a tractor trailer. It's a tractor and a trailer. Kind of a funny thing there. Okay, maybe we're gonna have to look at what can carry hay. I'm assuming a forklift would work. Maybe like a skid steer if you have like the pointy bits on it. We're probably gonna have to lease something. This is gonna be the most expensive meal these cows have ever eaten, but they deserve it. They've been going hungry for a while, so it's time we hook them up. What would we use? This is a bale loader. Eases the collection of bales. Bale trailer to transport bales. Bale trailer to transport. Okay, so we could we potentially lease this? How much is that going to cost? $2,575. There's got to be... I know I've seen videos on it. I'm thinking like... I doubt can a forklift do it? Stack and load various goods. That could potentially do it. What about a skid steer? $35,000 skid steer combined with the bale spear lease. We can lease that for $30, and then this thing... Did I really just say combined? I think I did. Okay, so we're going to go with a skid steer. I think this is going to be the thing. So we've leased that, and we're going to take a look at the combinations. We're going to get that bale spear. We're going to lease this as well for 30 bucks. And now we're going to have that thing over there. So we can just hop out of this. We can go into our map, and we can head over to the store. We can go enter into our little skid steer. Dude, I love these things. I really don't have any use for one, but I would really love to have one in real life. So we've got this thing here, and we've got our bale spear over there. This thing is going to be really, really touchy. See if we can move this thing forward. You can attach this. Oh, that's weird. Okay. So we've got the option to be able to move it around like that, but can we just stick this straight into the bale of hay and pick it up? No, I don't want to do that. Can I just push it like this? Shoot, how do you lift it? Oh! Nope, not that way. There we go. Okay. Look at that thing. All right, here we go. We can kind of see over it too. Hopefully there's no humans in front of me, and we're going to drive this thing back to the cows, and we're going to try to get these guys fed. Dude, this is so ridiculous. We should probably drive this outside so we can actually see what's going on. Could probably lift it up a little bit more. Oh, watch it stop. That's a stop sign. That's fine. Just send me a build, city. I don't mind that. We could lift this all the way up here, and that way we can drive this thing. Look at that. All right. I can't believe we thought we were just going to be able to pick up a 1,000-pound bale of hay. I also can't believe it's $1,000. If we can get the hay baler attachment, we can use the stuff that you leave left over after wheat. We can make our own hay bales. Like it's the straw is not the issue. It's just the money to be able to get all of those items. But it's going to be all right. The good news is we're going to make good use of this because we're going to have 2 of these that we get to use and put into our pen. I'm not gonna lie, this 11-mile-an-hour business is not exactly the most efficient. Don't mind me texting while driving. I'm gonna push the episode 2 live as I'm recording episode 3 here. Very much looking forward to reading all the comments and tips and suggestions and everything else. Dude, I'm so excited for this series. I can't remember the last time I was this excited for a series, so hopefully you guys enjoy this one for a long time to come. And she's public. I'm just blown away, dude. Like, this game, it's so detailed. And I mean, I've seen Farming Simulator 22 and Farming Simulator 19, but there were others before that too, right? Dude, this thing turns on a dime. So, like, this thing has just been perfected over years and years and years. How you guys doing? Dinner has arrived, baby. It's not your TMR. We're going to be able to get that eventually, but hopefully you like this all the same. And hopefully this is going to hold you over for a long time to come. So here we go. We are going to drop this thing down. I'm assuming we put it in here. This kind of looks like it's a... Oh, gosh. How do I do it? What do you want me to do? How do you... Oh, my gosh. Tell me we got this wrong. Is it too big for it? Are you kidding me? It's too big for it. Do I have to set it all the way down? Is there a way... Can I, like, manually toss it in there? It still says that they have no food. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like maybe we were supposed to do a round bale of hay. That might be the ticket. Were those a little bit cheaper too? I was trying to do the most possible, but maybe that's what we need to do. So I'm gonna place that down next to the water. I'm sure we'll be able to use that at some point. They're coming over here looking for water. I'm trying to get you guys food, I promise, but I'm learning this one step at a time, baby. All right, let's lift this thing back up. We're gonna go back. That was highly unfortunate, dude. I cannot believe we spent multiple $1,000s on 2 square bales of hay, and it doesn't fit in our frickin' pasture. Eventually, we're gonna upgrade the pasture. I hope the hay doesn't go bad, but it is what it is. This could be really, really dangerous. I had to go for it. All right. I feel like I'm making a mistake here, and I don't know if the cows are worth it, but at this point, I am committed. It's $864 for, I'm hoping, is a smaller round bale of hay that we're going to be able to actually put in that unit. Yes, this is so much smaller, and this is exactly what we needed. So we're going to push this thing all the way down to the ground, lift up our bale of hay here. Just a little bit of space to be able to work with. And you know what, while we're at it, do we have a is there a tow hitch? Oh no, there's not. I was gonna say we could take our the harvester piece trailer back with us, but it is what it is. So we've got a couple $1,000 bales of hay that we can't use, but at least our cows are gonna be fed. Please, 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 just let us throw this in here. Looks, oh my gosh, it works. Set this guy all the way down. We can kind of do that. If we get rid of it, back it up. Beautiful. Push it forward a little bit. It's all the way in there. Do we have food? Is it showing up as food? Let's see. We're adding liters of food. Look at that. So they've got food, they've got water, and ideally their health and happiness is going to go up over time. Oh wow, that completely disintegrated there. Now, are we sure? While we have this thing, because I'm going to return it, we don't want to keep this thing leased for too long. It's going to get us in trouble. We're going to pay a bunch of money for it. I think you're paying like 5% per day, which is pretty crazy. Ideally, we start to, think about this. Ideally, we start to buy things and not have to do that anymore. But what if we do it like this? I love that you actually impale it. Like it's, push this against this. You're not going underneath it to pick it up. You're straight impaling this. Oh my gosh, if this was the answer, I'm gonna be really upset. We're learning as we go though. This is so much fun, dude. I wonder if that would have worked. Is that adding more food? That worked. You just couldn't put it in sideways. Cows are happy. Also, I was looking up a video on like, you know, how to feed cows and everything else, and there are tractors that you can get this bale spike for, which honestly, I don't think we have a tractor it would have been compatible with, but that's the way to go. I don't think the skid steer was nice because it was cheap, but I think eventually we get a nice tractor that has the right attachment on it so that we can move a little bit faster than 11 miles an hour. Also, I guess if you get the bigger barns, they auto water the cows and they are a little bit easier to fill with like feed and hay and whatever else. So again, that's all down the line. We're trying to struggle. We're trying to survive here. Grandpa gave me 3 cows. I'm just trying to make sure that they're taken care of and well fed. So forgive me if we aren't doing it in the most efficient way possible, but this is what we've got right now. Excuse me, ma'am. Wouldn't want to impale you. Death by bale spike here. Bring this thing all the way down. Give it a wha-bam. Pick them up. Oh. Dude, that is so sick. I don't know why, but I like so much that you're just stabbing the bale there. We've got it all kitty-wampus right here, all wishy-washy, wonky, whatever you want to call it, and it's still hanging in there. So because we paid the money for this thing, I'm going to get all of our use out of it. We're going to take this bale back. I'm going to set it down in front of the pen, unless the other one may be filled up, and we can put this one in too. But I'm going to at least set it down in front so maybe it can magically refill itself when it's time, and then we're going to move into some other contracts. Let's make some money. We've spent enough. Oh my God. Jesus. Okay, we're good. My bad. Sorry, children. Yep, I wasn't paying attention. Like we said before, don't text and drive. I was checking the comments, seeing how the video is doing that we just put live. Oh my gosh. That absolutely terrified me. You see that? The rabbit logo right there? I feel like we should be able to press that, and it's like the go fast button. Moment of truth here. Shoot, yeah, we've still got a big bale in there. I'm wondering, I mean, did we place it down in front of it before? I don't know if we fully placed it down, or can we possibly not going to be able to. I was going to try to like stack it on top of it somehow. I don't think that's going to work though. Okay, let's make this a little bit nicer. I'm really hoping this is eventually going to work, so we'll see. This thing up. I'm going to try to get this thing nice and square, and I'm going to push it all the way up, because the food, whatever you want to call it, the logo's right there, so that makes me think maybe if it's close enough it's okay. I don't know, we'll see. Do we have any improvement in happiness or health or anything? Nope, we're still at 0%, but I would imagine it's going to take a little time, and that's going to go up. He's wagging his, or she's wagging her tail, eating some food. She's going to be all right. I mean, I got to be honest, you guys are kind of a pain in the butt, and you're probably more expensive than you're good for, but I'm glad you're fed, I'm glad you're watered, and I think our job here is done. It's time to make some money. We've spent a little bit too much money here, so we're going to go in. If you go to the map, we can return our skid steer. And we're going to do the same thing for our bale spike as well. Now here in contracts, looks like we've got some baling. That would have been nice. I wish we had one of those baling machines for what we just did. Would have saved us some money, but got a $5,000 baling, $1,500. There's deadwood. Fertilizing is easy. We could definitely do those. That's a 5.5 acre lot though. That's going to take some time. Harvesting, we're going to have to use the trailers and stuff. That's going to be a bit more work, but it pays well. Mowing, 4.75 acres. Hold on, what was for the baling? I feel like mowing might be a little bit less work. I don't know. We've got the $15,000 here, but wood transport, I think that's going to be a lot more involved. We don't want to get into that yet. We're going to wait till we get to forestry. I think we take this farming for David. I don't see how this is going to be bad. So you could accept the contract, or you can borrow the items. Accepting it, just you use your own stuff. We don't have a mower or anything yet, but if we borrow the items, we're going to get all three of these. I think this might be a counterweight, a mower, and then the tractor. So we're going to be able to throw these. And it looks like they're just going to go to the shop. Back to the shop, man. We spent a lot of time over here, but look at this sexy thing. We got a mower. This thing looks insane. This is the best part. We get to try out new stuff before we could ever actually afford it. The Valtra S. This thing is nice, dude. She's got like a sunroof up there and stuff. Okay. So we're going to want to put the mower on the front side, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and pick this guy up. All right. Mower is attached, so we can lift it. We can also fold it. Oh, dude, this thing's a unit. Okay, this is sick. Now, I think it's heavy. I think this is a counterweight for the backside of the tractor here. I'm assuming we're going to want to back up to this thing. Obviously, we don't want to be front heavy with this giant mower hanging off the front. So we're going to see if we can add this guy to the back. An Agco 1500. Is that pounds? Or kilograms or what? That thing's heavy. Okay. All right. So we've got a fully loaded thing. We're set up for travel. Ooh, look at the little ripples in the wind there. And we're going to be going to field number 11. Dude, this thing is nice. Digital displays everywhere. She's fast. Oh, we spent way too much time on that skid steer, dude. This is going to be game-changing. You're telling me I can plant, harvest, weed, fertilize, all the above to be able to get some wheat, or I can go out and I could just mow somebody's yard or field? So over on the right over there, I'm not sure how we're going to be able to get to it. We've got train tracks here. This feels ill-advised, but I'm just going to cut across. Gotta hope for the best. It's leased equipment after all. Obviously, if you have your own stuff, you're going to be able to make more money because you're not going to have to pay the leasing fees, but I think we should still come out on top here, dude. This is a pretty big field. Oh, shoot, there's a train come behind us, too. Okay, that was actually a little bit close. Fold the mower here. Dude, that is insane. What would one of these cost in real life? Just a mower attachment. Turn it on. Oh, shoot, we need to be able to lower it. I lowered the counterweight. That's not what I want. There we go. Get this thing down the ground. Fire her up. And look at us go. We got some pretty big width here. I mean, it's a big field, but I think we're going to be able to get through this. There's 1% right there. We'll take that. I guess we could probably kind of treat this, lift it, shut it off. Let's treat this kind of like a normal field. So we're going to go for the bulkhead, trailhead, something heads, whatever it is. We're going to do a line around the outside of the field here. Should make our job a little bit easier too, because we don't have to worry about trampling any crops or anything. We're just getting rid of everything. Just trimming the fat out here. Got a little corner coming up to this. This is pretty cool. I can't believe I'm mowing a lawn in a farming game right now, but this is one of the cooler things that I think we've done. Into a corner here, we can lift it, back it up. Gonna have to go around the bend of this road. Dude, this is beautiful. Look at this property, man. So make sure we get all the little things. It says it wants us to get 100% of the field. I don't know how much room for error they're going to give us there. Do we need like every speck of grass, or how is this going to work? It's kind of hard to tell where the edge of the field is, but I think we're getting it here. Most relaxing job on planet. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't. Kind of. We're still good, right? I think so. Yeah, okay. Out here you can definitely see the green difference. But yeah, this is the most relaxing job on Earth right here, except for when you miss a little piece. All right, let me back this up. It's bumpy. The clippings that we're leaving behind, I really hope we don't have to pick those up. But yeah, dude, imagine just being out in nature, just mowing grass. You know this thing is high-tech too. You've got all sorts of AC and seat warmers and whatever else you need. Let me back this up, make sure we've got some nice sharp lines, especially on a, you know, spring or a fall day when it's not too hot outside and you just cruising, breeze in your face, open up the window, just one with nature. You know, you've got a big job ahead of you, but you're getting paid $5,000 to do it. Easy afternoon's payday. Got $1 million tractor or whatever it is to pay off, but you know, we don't have to talk about that. I'm curious, can we use the steering assist here? All the settings are good. Oh, they've got us running diagonals. Okay, I'm down. This thing locked in. Let's see. Oop. Back up. Hold on. We were locked in there. Here we go. Locked in again. It is a little bumpy. Could be part of the problem. Look at this, dude. We can just keep the... No hands on the wheel. Just keep the throttle pinned and just go, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Can we use AI workers, too? You could actually hire other people to do these jobs for you? I'm not going to do that. I'm taking it back over. To be honest, we don't really have the money to pay for that. I mean, technically we could. I'm sure we'd still net a profit there, but we need to keep all the money that we possibly can because we're almost bankrupt at this point. But you're really telling me that we could accept a bunch of these contracts. And I think the AI workers, they can't do every single job, but they can do a lot of, like, you know, harvesting, baling, that kind of stuff, the basic ones. We could accept a bunch of contracts, lease all the equipment so we don't have to own it, and then hire out workers to do the job for us. I mean, that's... autopilot's messing up here. And it could be a sign. Maybe we could just do this one ourselves. Let's go for it. We're just gonna try to stay on this yellow line here. Can't let the robots take all of our jobs, baby. We at least gotta have the mowing for us here. I mean, it's a little bit more stressful when you're running it yourself, but still can't imagine how relaxing this would be. I just throw autopilot on, read a Kindle, listen to some podcasts, some music, whatever else. Dude, this is just insane. Trail of destruction behind us. Nothing but green grass in our future. And green cash. Shoot, just realized my camera was off. Sorry about that, guys. But we're back here. Not trying to mow the river line or anything like that. Don't worry about it. We're actually getting close. I wouldn't say close to done, but we're definitely getting to an interesting part of the field here. This is just like... Bro, hear me out. Baseball field mowing simulator. Or maybe like baseball groundskeeper simulator where you're taking care of the mowing, the sand, the outfield displays, and all the flowers and things like that. Like, how sick would that be? Imagine mowing all the diamonds in the outfield, all the intricate designs, getting hired for the World Series to go and do that, where they have all the... Like, it would be insane. Golf course, groundskeeper simulator. Work for Augusta, wear the cool white onesie and make sure you're taking care of all the plants and painting the flowers and whatever else, piping in the bird sounds that they do. Another one here. I kind of like doing it myself. It's kind of, I don't know. They should pay you more if you end up doing it yourself. We're going to have a pretty ugly start to that, so let's back this up. But I'm probably the only person on planet Earth that would really enjoy a baseball or a golf groundskeeping game, but I'm also the guy here in Farming Simulator, mowing fields. You know, this is a game about farming and animals and everything else, and you boys just here just riding through the grass. I used to love mowing lawns, dude. I loved it so much. I don't do it anymore. Makes me kind of sad. Lift this thing up here. Back her up. Miss my calling, dude. This YouTube thing wouldn't have worked out. I could have bought a tractor. See if I can get on this autopilot. I would venture to say YouTube probably worked out for the better, but it could have been cool. Maybe, ooh, see, it keeps on doing. Maybe one day be able to get a nice house with some grounds, and I can get the tractor that I've always wanted to be able to mow a big yard. Way up top, flip this thing around. I just like cutting all the designs and finding all the angles to attack it. Like, let's go a little off course. Hopefully they're not going to be upset with us. But we're going to take it this way. Like when you have like flower gardens and trees and stuff that you got to get around when you're mowing, it's kind of fun. Do that. We can come around here, back this thing up, hit it like this, making it shorter and shorter every single time, so we're gonna have less to do. I wouldn't say it's the most efficient way that you can do it, but it's okay. We're down to a triangle here. The ground is really fighting us. That's gonna be all right. Probably beneficial to actually do straight lines now. There she is. The lines give you a lot of overlap, huh? I didn't realize we had that much space. Turn around. Dude, it is this whole field, $5,000. We're at 91%. I feel like, what am I missing? Because there's no way this is 9% of this field. What? I didn't miss anything. There's no way. I haven't been paid attention to the percentage, and I'm going to be really upset. Maybe it's the outside. Does he want the outside done a little bit bigger? If you look at those outside lines, it does look like he doesn't just want the field. I think well, no, we pretty much got it. Maybe it's the little tufts. Maybe we should have gone a little bit further to the outside. So if we go like this, let's see, we're at 91% still. See how there's some that's peeking around? It's gonna go up to 92 anytime soon. Okay, I'm getting hoodwinked because there's no freaking way. You know what? Hire the worker. I'm out of here. They'll finish it for us. We'll pay them for the last little bit, and hopefully they'll be able to find it. I'm actually really curious. I just want to watch to see where he's gonna go because it doesn't make sense to me. Oh, there's a whole segment right there. Duh, Trev. Okay, sorry, I'm an idiot. My bad. How did I miss that? I just decided I was done when I was nowhere near done? Oh, that's okay. Well, quality and craftsmanship are two words that come to mind when I think about Trevor Martin's Mowing Supplies Services Limited. I don't know why, but I 100% thought we got this part done. Dude, the fact that there are like boats and stuff going by, it's so cool. All right, we're at 97%. Panicked a little bit. Almost had to hire a worker. I think we spent some money on the worker, but that's okay. He at least pointed us in the right direction. He ended up being right after all, so I'm not mad at it. I think I just saw the... Nice! Contract's finished. All right. We didn't even have to finish the whole thing. Will it even let us? It won't let us finish it. Shoot. Okay, so there is a pretty decent margin of error for you to be able to do there. All right, do I need to return this thing? Probably. We've got a $5,000 balance. That's good. Do I just leave it here? Just reset to the shop. We've got our active contracts. I guess we collect. Money was collected. That's going to bring us up to $10,000. And then I'm hoping I had already sent it back to the shop. Yes, all the stuff disappeared from the shop too. Okay, we didn't have to reset it. It just automatically goes when you complete that contract. Okay, I mean, I say we check out one more. I kind of want to try baling. I feel like baling would be fun. Do we want to do a $2,000 baling, a $5,000 baling? I mean, it's a short, small, or a big field. I'm going to take the big one. We can lease the equipment. All right. Definitely going to borrow items. We don't have anything else, so that's going to put it at the shop for us. So we're going to be able to go to our map. We haven't tried baling yet. I'm really excited to see what this is all about. That's our farm. Shop's going to be over here. And this is what a baler looks like? Hold on. When I was looking at balers, that's not what I saw. Is it one of these? It's this guy. It's $214,000. Are you kidding me? Okay, interesting. So this is the creme de la creme. This is the best baling machine, or a best round baling machine that you can get, and she is officially ours, baby. Here we go. So we are going to be going to field number 20 all the way up top. So I guess we could probably, can we mark that? And we're just going to go out, take a right, take another right. We'll be able to get there eventually. All right, here we go. Look at the absolute girth of this thing, dude. My goodness. I don't even know how to handle it. This guy's fast too. We got USPS out here. How you doing? Just couple of men making the world go round, baby. Everyone needs their mail. Everyone needs their food. We are gonna bring it to them. Dude, this thing is pretty quick too. 30 miles an hour. That's not bad. It's freaking massive is what it is. This is gonna be great. I love when these are like all angled, tilted down. It kind of gives me a little bit of motion sickness. Ooh, look at the air ride suspension on this bad boy. We're bouncing around, hardly feeling anything. She feels like a cloud. We could have been clobbered by a train right there, but we survived. One of these days, we're probably not gonna be as lucky. So we've got about a 5-acre field we're gonna be baling. But imagine with a machine like this, it's not gonna be too difficult. I mean, this thing has no business having this much steering available, dude. The handling on this is outrageous. How y'all doing? I think, what were we, field number 20? I think it's up this way. Do we see anything that needs to be bailed? Might be all the way up here on the left. Dude, this game is so freaking beautiful. Are you kidding me? I love this. Oh, there she is. All right, you've got your chaff there or whatever it is. When you're harvesting the wheat, it leaves it behind. And basically, hold on. Oh, it handles so well because it pauses the tires and rotates certain things. Oh, it wasn't loaded in. I was going to try to find the edge of this. Basically, we just want to pull up on this and scoop it all up. He just wants us to bale. We can change our sizes that we want. Do we want 125, 180? Why not? Turn on automatic drop. Lift pickup. I don't know what that is. We could turn on the baler. Is this... So we're just going to be making really big bales here? It looks like we're picking up the straw that's left behind. Dude, what? So we just run this. And you can see we're about 12% into a bale so far. We just make the corner. Nope, not quite. We'll pick it up, back it up. Let's see why not. Here we go. So obviously those hard angles are going to be a little bit tough, but I hope he's not going to be upset that we're giving him extra large bales. They're not going to fit in your animal pen, bro. We already worried about that. We're going to pull up all the way through the edge, turn it off, get this thing turned, get it back down and going. Just want to make sure. Yeah, see, it takes a minute for it to spool up, so you got to be careful. Make sure you get it spooled before you drive over the thing. And now we can keep going. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but we are 50% of the way to our first bale. So being honest, baling is way easier than mowing. I mean, it's all manual labor. I don't think you can hire workers to do this. You might be able to get the lines. Let me see if we got the steering assist. We do. So if we commit to that line, oh, no, we want to commit, nope. I want the blue line. Nope. Okay, it's not going to let us do it then. That's fine. So we're going to have to do it ourselves, but it's really not that bad. You just, we just made a hay baby. Hold on. Let me back this up. It was giving us the warning that it was almost done, and now we're going to be able to keep picking this up. Oh, this is sick, dude. Okay, turn this off as we turn this corner. It picks up towards the back. We got to be careful about when we're turning this on and off because we're missing some stuff. To be honest, we could probably not turn it off. I'd turn it off for realism, but I don't think it's really necessary. This is nice when we've got a nice curve here. So we're making $5,000 for making a few laps around this thing. It's not like we have tons of work to do here. We don't have to line the lines up. We don't have to use the AI. We don't have to do anything else. I don't think we can hire this out. All we have to do is just drive in circles, basically. So we can pick all this up. We're up to 63%. Let's come across. Missed a little bit there. It's fine. Gives you a little bit of room for error. This is cool. This is really, really cool. So make sure you go past it so you don't miss it. Back up, and boom. So go back up this way. When we get to these interior lines, those are going to be the easiest ones because we don't have the hard ride. I don't know how this thing was doing right angles. We're at 96%. It's about to come out, so make sure you don't go too fast here. You're going to want to stop as soon as it does start coming out. It's going to stop picking it up. 9%, 100%. Wait for that guy to come out. And then we can drive. Oh, no, you can't drive forward until that's back down. Okay. and then it'll start picking up again. Dude, the machines in this game are just so freaking cool. That is unbelievable. Now we've got that round table net down on the bottom right. I'm assuming, is that the netting that goes around the hay bales? So like we you know, it's going down very, very slowly. We'll keep an eye on the next one that we make, because I would imagine it's, you know, gonna go down one more. But think about it. Eventually, hopefully soon, when we're able to harvest our wheat, we're gonna leave this trail behind on our harvester. So if we can make enough money to be able to get one of these balers, obviously we're not going to have a $200,000 baler, but we could have a nice baler, then we could go through, we could make our own hay, and then we don't have to buy the hay from the store and go to the store and pick it up and whatever else. We would need something that has the hay, the bale spike on it. But then, I like that it's got a little warning sign. Let's see if we can watch it from inside. I want to see what happens inside. 89%, 100%. Not going to be able to see much, are we? There she goes. Kick it out, wait for it to close, and we shouldn't leave a mess behind. Just a little bit. Okay, so you always got to back it up a little bit. Easy part's coming up here. Just doing these lines and turning on each one. But yeah, we need something with a bale spike, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're making wheat, which is doing well for us. So we're gonna grab this guy. We're making money off of that, and then we're also getting the byproduct of wheat and turning that into food for our animals, and then our animals are making manure that we can then put on our wheat that makes our wheat better, and then all of a sudden we've got this loop that starts going. I think that's kind of the goal here. So now this is nice. We're going to be able to go through. Looks like we missed a little spot over here, but I think if you turn it off, you can drive a little bit faster. We're already 50% done with this contract. That's ridiculous. But yeah, I think you have it on as you do this entire row, but there's no real stopping and turning around. You can turn it off. You can go a little bit quicker, turn it back on here as it slows down, and then boom, we've entered our next row, and we're making this thing even more efficient than it already was. Listen, guys, we've been together on this channel for many, many years. I think it's time we had that talk about the birds and the bees. It's a little disturbing. Sometimes when you're driving through the Midwest and you just see the hay bales out there, I never realized how they were made and like what process and work went into that. But now we're seeing it firsthand. This is amazing. We're already 67% done with this. We are flying through this. And this is such a nice smooth field. It's not the rumpy, bumpy, rough grass. The rumpy, buff grass, maybe, is what you were going for there, Trev. But, I mean, even without the autopilot, if you get it set up nicely, you got to be careful about maxing out your hay bale, but if you get it set up nicely, I mean, we can just chill. This might be our last bale here. I really appreciate the fact that you can bump them around and they roll. That's something to think about. If we were doing this the opposite direction, I think these things would start rolling down the hill. I kind of want to push one of them and see if we can make that happen. Give this guy a little nudge. Ah, I was hoping for a... he's still going. We just got to get him rolling here. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Well, we were having the birds and the bees talk. Okay, we're good. Let's not do that again. This thing is... It looks like he's flexing at you. Just... Yeah. All right. Let's finish this thing out, Trev, before we get ourselves in trouble. Turn this thing back on. And we have one line left, baby. 98%. 99%. And there she is, baby. The contract has been finished. So let's test that out. What we were worried about before, that thing is so sick. I will own one of these one day. But if we go into our contracts and we collect, mission was collected, and our wonderful vehicle is gone, as are all the hay bales. All right, well, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to see you guys in the next episode. I think what we're going to do is sleep. I think we're going to wake up in September. Not when September ends, but we're going to wake up in September. We're going to see what's going on with our fields, maybe plant another field, just kind of work from there. I think we're probably going to have to do some weeding and stuff, and we'll see where that takes us. Hopefully, we're going to wake up to some happy cows as well. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Absolutely loving this series, and I'll see you guys in the next one.